Oh, what do you do? What did you put? What do you have to play something?
Uh-oh, that's it. It's got to start now.
Welcome to our summer intensive presentation this evening. We have several teachers that have worked with the girls this week, and I believe 3 of us are present at the time, and I'd like to introduce them to you right now. Right now we've got Vlada Tvidiako back by the stereo. She worked with the girls on the ballet pieces that you're going to see first. Since we have some girls on point shoes and some girls in flat shoes, the girls on the flat shoes will go out first to present the variation, and then the girls on point shoes will come next. So first, they're presenting some work from the ballet Coppelia, and they will do the Spanish variation first, then the Scottish variation, and then they will do the mazurka. And it's a great ballet if anybody's ever seen it. You'll enjoy the music a lot. And then following that part of the presentation, they'll do some jazz, modern, and some tap pieces, and then we will close our evening with Your Good Man, Charlie Brown, directed by Patricia Brunson, who's in the back, waving at you there. She worked, most of the trees and things we had painted before, but when you see the sets come out, the girls made the sets, designed their costumes, designed the little programs you see there today, and created some of the choreography and the musical numbers today. So they've been very busy this week, these last 2 weeks. So I'd like to present the ballet sections first, and if our tap teachers happen to show up near the end and our jazz teachers, I'd like to introduce you to them, but they are Shannon Owen, Daisy Ray, and Tony Bravo. And I'm Carol Davila, and I work with the kids on choreography and just general sort of everything. And so enjoy yourselves this evening. Desiree Ray, who couldn't be here tonight. I wanted to introduce Shannon Owen to you. She is here, though. You work with them on tap. She's back here in the yellow shirt. They're making quick shoe changes back there. This modern exercise was created by Tony Bravo.
rolling like a bullet. Whispering, as I was driving quietly, the car was rolling like a bullet. Addicted to the rhythm, to the rhythm, to the rhythm.
This is a fun one. Yeah. Garbage can.
Parenting in the 90s. Parenting in the 90s.
here, and I'm going to fill time while the kids set the stage. This has kind of been a neat, intensive workshop because it's been very intensive and tense at times. But you'll notice that they've learned how to handle almost every aspect of a production. You'll also see them changing the sets intermittently all the way through the play. And as she told you earlier, they designed their costumes, helped choreograph it. We did most of the work. It was cast on Thursday. And we've done most of the work in 6 days on this particular play, which is amazing to me. I've seen them 16 hours. And they are putting on almost, it'll probably run a good 35 to 40 minutes. And it is most of the 1-hour video that you can see. I'm amazed at how much these children have accomplished. All girl cast, so we do have girls playing voice parts. And it's been real interesting because Vlada and the dance teachers would come in and spend hours making them graceful, attractive, standing erect and beautifully, and I would walk in and say, wipe it all out. I want all the beautiful, delicate moves to go away because a bunch of you are going to play boys now. And boys don't stand with curves and tiny things. We've got to try to be masculine, which has been interesting, especially for this group because they're really quite accomplished at showing a lot of grace. I think the other thing I found real fascinating early in the week was how panicked some of them, or most of them, were at the thought of singing. We got to establish an audition, and it's so typical. I've worked with dancers and actors and singers a lot in theater. And usually, you're real strong in one, and the other two scare you to death, and sometimes there's one that seems to panic. So we made it easy. We all practiced Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star. Did you hear them sing that at home? And I got a lot of Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Stars for their solos to audition for their parts. A couple of happy birthdays. But I think that's the part that scared them the most. But as you can see, some of them got over it real well. You'll see that tonight. I want to say that what will happen during the evening is we will be presenting the play because they've put so much script in their little heads in 6 days. They will occasionally get stuck on a line. We haven't had the polished time it takes to make our timing hit. That comes with rehearsal, and these girls have rehearsed a lot, but you will still be amazed at how much they've accomplished. So if you hear me calling out lines from the back, it's just to help them calm themselves and keep going and try to just stay in character with them as they're trying to learn. This is also going to be a learning experience right now for them on another avenue. They've never had you laugh and respond. So it's probably going to scare them at first. That you can make somebody laugh is a really wonderful thing, and they'll probably have a little difficulty in adjusting to their timing on that, but be patient with them. I think they'll come along. I think they learned a great deal in this short time, but I know I learned a great deal. As they went through 14 pages of script and 35 pieces of music, I finally got down 11 names, 12 counting Amanda, who I knew ahead of time. I got them down on a first name basis. Tonight, seeing the program, I finally find out what nice last names they have. And as you look at your program, by the way, you will notice that we do have double casting on Lucy, and we do have double casting on Schroeder. There were more children than parts, and it was a lot of script, so we did divide 2 of the bigger parts in half. And the biggest part, we didn't, and I hope you'll understand why when you see how charming our Charlie Brown can be. I also want to say that I learned, there are sisters in this group. I finally got Sarah and Amy together and Heather and Sheila together, but I read it off here to be safe. I finally learned to pronounce Jaffa instead of Jaffa. And I also learned how talented and quick these girls are. Now all of you know that you have children who definitely are drawn to the performing arts, or you wouldn't have spent the time and energy and money to have them here in those 2 weeks. But coming from the background I come from, I can tell you, you have a very talented group of kids here to be able to put this together in such a short amount of time. And some very gifted teachers. I think we're just about ready. I'm going to call places. Nope, there's a panic. No. A panic grows. Then let me talk about one thing. It takes a lot of different things. Carol had a great score of the sets and the props and costumes to draw from, pretty much. We got some friends. I have my husband especially has a great friend named Stephen Jones at Westlake Bible Church, who put the tape together for us on a synthesizer so that we have live, quote, live music on tape for the girls to dance and sing to. I also want to let you know that, what else can I talk about? No, I want to also talk about probably a lot of you, some of the things that we learned in conjunction with learning this, they would learn in an acting class. But we didn't really just say, okay, I'm going to teach you about this, I'm going to teach you about this. We literally got on our feet, and as we were going, I'd say, whoa, whoa, we got to learn something first. Because a lot of, we get scripts, and one of the things we're working hard on, they'd be up here with their scripts, and they'd be talking to each other, and we'd all had to learn what cheating out meant, and teach them how to cheat their body out, so most of the audience can see you, and you can present your line and be heard. That was an important thing. We learned about blocking. We learned how to, if you'll see up the corner, in the little green corner up there, we learned what the areas of the stage are. And we still had a little difficulty remembering that at times. Are we ready yet? No! Okay. We learned how. It's like, I thought I had gods and notes here. Oh, help, help, help. Tell them really bad jokes, and then the play will look great. Okay, hurry back there. We learned about all the techniques of blocking. Musically, I thank many of you musician-type parents who help a lot of your children get their songs polished at home, because there wasn't time to polish in class, and I would be totally amazed. I'd say, okay, let's hear where we are. And they'd have it note perfect and sing it and perform it well. I'm particularly excited about several of the girls. I think they took a lot of work and consumed a lot of lines, a lot of blocking, a lot of songs, and came up with it. I think we're just about ready now. I don't really know if I have anything more to talk about. Except that I enjoyed myself immensely. I was overwhelmed, with the hours. I mean, first week I met with them 3 days, an hour each. And then for 1.5 hours on Friday. So the bulk of it, the rehearsal time, really went in this week. And of course, Carol had them during the day and got them on costumes and helped choreograph some of the numbers. So. Are we ready?
Yes.
Hallelujah. Places.
It's a Snoopy. It's a Woodstock.
I don't think you have anything to worry about, Charlie Brown. After all, science has shown that a person's character isn't really established until he's at least 5 years old. But I am 5. I'm more than 5. Did you know that Charlie Brown has never pitched a winning baseball game? Never been able to keep a kite in the air? Never won a game of checkers? And never successfully punted a football? Sometimes I marvel at his consistency. I think Chuck has nice hands. It's truly a dog's life. The least Charlie Brown could do was start my day with a little tea and toast.
Now, Linus, I want you to take a good look at Charlie Brown's face. Will you please hold still a minute, Charlie Brown? I want Linus to study your face. Now, this is what you call a failure face, Linus. Study it carefully. You rarely see such a good example. Notice the deep lines, the dull, vacant look in the eyes? Yes, I would say this is one of the finest examples of a failure face you're likely to see for a long while.
Some days I like to wake up early so that I can see the sunrise, and I think of how beautiful it is and how my life lies before me. And I get a very positive feeling about things. Like this morning, for instance, the sky is so clear and the sun is so bright. How could anything possibly go wrong in a day like this?
You're a good man, Charlie Brown. You're the kind of man to redeem. You have humility, nobility, and a sense of honor that
wishy-washy.
Yeah.
I'm not very handsome or clever or lucid. I've always been stupid at spelling and numbers. I've never been much playing football or baseball or stickball or checkers or marbles or ping pong. I'm usually at parties and dances. I stand like a stick or I cough or I laugh or I don't bring a present or I spill the ice cream or I get so depressed that I stand and I scream. Oh, how could there possibly be one small person as thoroughly, totally, utterly blah as me?
Well, that's okay for a starter.
Starter?
Certainly, you don't think that mentioning these few superficial failings is going to do you any good? Why, Charlie Brown, you really have to delve. You're stupid, self-centered, and moody.
I'm moody.
You're terribly dull to be with.
Yes, I am. And nobody likes me, not Linus or Schroeder. Linus or Schroeder
Or Lucy.
or Lucy
Or Snoopy.
or No, wait a minute. Snoopy likes me.
He only pretends to like you because you feed him. That doesn't count.
Was I born just to be one small person as thoroughly, totally, utterly?
Wait! You're not very much of a person,
Certain
and yet there is reason for hope.
there is hope?
For although you are no good at music like Schroeder, or happy like Snoopy, or lovely like me, you have the distinction to be no one else but the singular, remarkable, unique Charlie Brown.
I mean,
Yes! It's amazingly true. For whatever it's worth, Charlie Brown, you're you.
oh, thank you, Lucy. I feel much better now. You're a true friend, Lucy.
That'll be 5 cents, please. Do you know something, Schroeder? I think the way you play the piano is nice. Do you know something else? It's always been my dream that I'd marry a
Beethoven loved the country. He quite often liked to take long strolls in the countryside. He loved the peace and quiet. They were an inspiration to him.
Give me that ball, you blockhead.
Beethoven had it nice. This is for you, Lucy. Happy Valentine's Day. No, that doesn't sound right. Here, Lucy, this is for you. Happy Valentine's Day. You can do it if you just don't get nervous. This is for you, Lucy. Happy Valentine's Day. Okay, take it easy. You can do it. This is for you, Lucy. Merry Christmas. Hi, Charles. Oh, wait a minute. You dropped something. Say, what is all this? For Valentine's, for all the boys in class I like. Well, we wouldn't want to miss this one, would we? With the initial CB on it. No, I guess Craig Barron would be pretty disappointed. Look at them laughing and enjoying themselves with their Valentines. I send a Valentine to everyone I know, and did I get any in return? No, not one. I didn't get one single Valentine. Everybody gets Valentines with me. Nobody likes me. I probably get as many Valentines as a dog.
What would you think, Schroeder, if someday you and I got married and we were so poor that you had to sell the piano to buy me saucepans?
Saucepan.
Well, sure. You didn't expect me to set up a good housekeeping without a good set of saucepans, do you?
Saucepan.
Well, girls have to think about these kind of things. Boys are lucky. Boys never have to think about things like saucepans.
I can't stand it. I just can't stand it. Hey, Snoopy, we're home from school. Hi there, fella. Gosh, it's good to see you.
I think Snoopy's so adorable.
Okay, Snoopy, back on your doghouse. I'll be out later with your supper dish.
I think Snoopy's such a wonderful dog.
Me too. He's just about the best there is. They like me. I think they're swell. Isn't it remarkable how things work out which are usually cold and occasionally painful. There are always so many that I can hardly stand it. I gotta fight someone. I know every now and then what I wanna be. A fierce jungle animal crouched on the limb of a tree. I wait very, very still until I see if they'll come. I wait very well, everything counts. And then like the fierce jungle creature I am, I would pounce. I pounce. I pounce. No, I never quite realized it was such a long way down to the ground from here. Where was I? Oh, that's right. The pretty sky. Not that. Not that at all. I wonder if it will snow Hi, Snoopy. How's the fella? Hi, Snoopy. Cute doggy. What do you say, Tiger?
Hiya, fuzzy face.
Hi, Snoopy. Nobody ever calls me Sugar Lips. Hi, Linus. Where are you going? Lucy's teaching me for Charlie Brown. She says his sister's responsible for her little brother's education. So she's teaching me. And boy, is she intelligent. Come along, Linus. Do you see this tree? It's called a fir tree. It's called a fir tree because it gives us fur for coats. It also gives us wool in the wintertime. This is an elm tree. It's very little, but it will grow into a giant tree. And oh, you can tell how old it is by counting its leaves. That's very fascinating, Lucy. Now, Lucy, I don't mean to interfere, but way up there, those fluffy little white things, those are clouds. They make the winds blow. And way down there, those tiny little black things, those are bugs. They make the grass grow. Is that so? They run around all day long, tugging and tugging at each seedling until it grows into a tall blade of grass. This is a hydrant. They grow all over. They grow all over, and no one seems to know just how a little thing like that gets so much water. That's very interesting. You see that bird? It's called an eagle. But since it's little, it has another name, a sparrow. On Christmas and Thanksgiving, we eat them. Lucy, I cannot handle this. You keep on saying way up there, little stars and planets make the rain that falls in showers. And when it's cold and winter is upon us, the snow comes up just like the flowers. Lucy, snow doesn't come up, it comes down. Well, actually, Charlie Brown, the snow comes up. It blows around so it looks like it's coming down, but it actually comes up just like the grass. Snow comes up, Charlie Brown, it comes up. Lucy, why is Charlie Brown banging his head on a tree? To loosen the bark so the tree will grow faster. All right, gang. I want this to be the biggest and best game of the season. I want everybody out there playing with everything he or she's got. Charlie Brown, I thought of some new strategy for you. Okay, why don't we tell the team we're going to play them at this certain place? Only it isn't the real place, see? And when they don't show up, we'll win by forfeit. Isn't that good strategy? I don't get these managers who don't want to use good strategy. Now the thing we have to remember is spirit and teamwork. I'm sure if we really grit our teeth and bear down, we can finish up the season and win. Charlie Brown, is Lucy going to pitch again? Because if she is, I quit. You know what she does? She's always calling me out for a conference on the mound. I go out there for a secret conference on the mound, and do you know what she does? She kisses me on the nose. I'm sure if we really grit our teeth and bear down, we can finish up the season with her.
Perhaps you should be the playing manager, Chuck. Perhaps you should be the bench manager.
That's a good idea. You'd be a great bench manager, Big Brother. You could say, bench do this, or bench do that. You would be in charge of where to put the bench. And when we get to the playing field, you could say, let's put the bench over here, and let's put the bench over there. What's the sense of our play when we know we're going to lose? If we even had 1,000,000 to 1 chance we might win, we would make sense. Well, we might not have 1,000,000 to 1 chance, but I'm sure we at least have 1,000,000,000 to 1 chance. Now give me a T. T. E. E. A. A. M. M. What have you got? Team! There is no team like the best team, which is our team right here. We will show you we're the best team in the very little league this year. And in no time, we'll be big time with the big league baseball stars. For all we have to do is win this one more game, and the championship is ours. Dear Pen Pal, you'll never guess what happened today at the baseball game. It's hard to believe what happened today at the baseball game. I was a manager, Schroeder was catcher, and all of the team was the same as always. But somehow or other, disaster struck at the baseball game. There is no team like the best team, which is our team right here. We will show you we're the best team in the very little league this year. And in no time, we'll be big time with the big league baseball stars. For all we have to do is win just one more game, and then the championship is ours. Dear Pen Pal, 3 balls, 2 strikes, the bases were loaded with 2 men out. I pitched my curve, but somehow he hit it a good strong cloud. Lucy, I hollered, is coming right to you. She caught it as easy as pie, then dropped it. I don't think it's good for a team's morale to see their manager cry. Snoopy helped out by biting a runner and catching a ball with his team. Linus caught flies from a 3rd-story window by holding his blanket beneath. Yes, we had fortune to know who could argue with that. And one run would win us the game as we went up to bat. Two men were on with 2 outs and me with 1 strike to go. Then I saw her, this cute little red-headed girl I know. Firmly I thought I would win it for her, then I shouldered the bat and I swung. Dear pen pal, I'm told where you live is really quite far. Would you please send directions on how I can get where you are? Your friend, Charlie Okay, switch channels. Are you kidding? What makes you think you can come right here and take over? These 5 fingers, individually, they are nothing. But when I curl them together in a single unit, they become a fighting force, terrible to behold. Which channel do you want? Why can't you guys get organized like that? Linus, do you know what I intend? I intend to be queen. When I grow up, I'm going to be the biggest queen there ever was. And I'll live in this big palace with a big front lawn and have lots of beautiful dresses to wear. And when I go out in my coach, Lucy, all the people will shout at me and they'll wave and Lucy, probably the queen is in here to retire. Yes, I'm quite sure. The only way anybody can ever become a queen is by being born into a royal family with a lineage and take over the throne after the reigning monarch's death. I can't think of any possible way you can ever become a queen. I'm sorry, Lucy, but it's true. And in the summertime, I will go to my summer palace and I'll wear my crown and swimming and everything. And when I go out in my coach, all the people will, what do you mean I can't be queen? It's true. There must be a loophole. This kind of thing always has a loophole. Nobody should be kept from being queen if she wants to be one. It's undemocratic.
It's usually
It's usually the matter of knowing the right people. I bet a few pieces of well-placed correspondence and I get to be queen in no time. I think I'll watch TV. I know what I'll do. If I can't be queen, then I'll be very rich. Yes, I'll work and work until I'm very, very rich, and then I'll buy myself a queendom. Oh, good grief. Yes, I'll buy myself a queendom and kick out the old queen and take over the whole operation myself. I'll be head queen. And when I go out in my coach, all the people will shout at me and they'll wave and... What happened to your queendom, huh? What happened to your kingdom? Oh, that. I've given it up. I've decided to devote my life to cultivating my natural beauty. I think lunchtime is among the worst times of the day for me. Always have to sit here alone. Well, I guess I better see what I've got. Peanut butter. Some psychiatrists say that people who eat peanut butter sandwiches are lonely. I guess they're right. And when you're really lonely, peanut butter sticks to the roof of your mouth. There's a cute little red-headed girl. I wonder what she'd do if I went and asked her if I could sit by her and have lunch. She'd probably laugh right in my face. It's hard on a face when it gets laughed in. There's an empty spot. All I have to do is stand up. No, honey, you're thinking of that other dress, the one I wore to Lucinda's party. I'm talking about the very light blue one that had a design embroidered around the waist. I don't remember that one. Neither do I. Well, it looked like this. And the sleeves were like this. And the skirt went out like this. And it had a sash like this. Oh yeah, I remember that one. Well, that was the one I wore when I met Frida, and she said that she saw one just like it over at that place. Lunchtime is among the worst times of the day. And that little red-headed girl is looking at me with a stupid bag over my head. She must think I'm the biggest fool alive. On the other hand, I can't tell she's looking at me until I take it off. Then again, if I never take it off, I'll never have to know if she's looking at me or not. On the other hand, it's hard to breathe in here. She's not looking at me. I wonder why she never looks at me. Well, that was another lunch hour over with. Now I only have 2,683 to go.
Dry carcass, and the once happy little puppy, Mr. Run, plays.
Ease our hunger. Behold, the flowing flag of moist and sweet, which has been sent to slack our thirst. Okay, there's no need for a big production. Get down off your doghouse and eat. Supper time. Oh, it's supper time. Oh, it's supper time. Very best time of day. Supper time. Yes, it's supper time. And when supper time comes, can supper be far away? Bring on the soup dish. Bring on the cup. Bring on the bacon and fill me up. It's supper time. Supper time. Oh, it's supper time. Oh, it's supper time. Very best time of day. Supper time. Oh, it's supper time. And when supper time comes, supper be far away. Bring on the dog food. Bring on the bone. Bring on the barrel and roll me home. It's supper. Supper. Super Duper Upper. Supper. Super Duper supper time. Wintertime's nice with the ice and snow. Summertime's nice is a place to go. Bedtime, overtime, nap time, Tuesday just can't hold. Here's to my supper time. Oh yeah. Happy buzz, everyone. This is supper, 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 super pepper upper, supper, super duper supper, duper 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 duper. Wait a minute, Snoopy, take it down to the floor. Why can't you do your meal normally and calm like any other dog? Well, what's wrong with making mealtime a joyous occasion? I don't know, Ryan. It looks like an airplane to me the way the lights are blinking off and on. Sugar, is that an airplane or a star? I believe that is a star. Oh, but it could be a planet, you know, or maybe even a satellite. It could be a satellite. I wonder. Well, we're gonna find out just by standing here. Where are you going? Over here to get a better look. I like to sit up here after supper and listen to the sounds of the night. But something seems to be missing. Oh! In my opinion, that was exactly what was needed. I'm so happy. That little red-headed girl dropped her pencil. It has teeth marks all over it. She nibbles her pencil. She's human. I guess it hasn't been such a bad day after all. Happiness
No.
Happiness is 2 kinds of ice cream, finding your skanky, telling the time. Happiness You're a good man, Charlie Brown.